I never really realized sales were a constant thing until I got the PS5. It's probably because whenever for the Xbox 360, only one person has ever bought a digital game for it. Yeah, and that was only more recently. We always bought physical games, which sucks because a lot of them broke. I think Terraria also broke as well, which really sucks. I made sure to keep Minecraft safe. I even got a whole new case for it. It's one that also locks, so you can't open it without unlocking it first. Like, a lock isn't like you put a thing on it, and so you can't accidentally. If you try to open it like that, it would just rip open. It would rip apart. Did you know about it? Is there anything particular for this week we need on the grocery list? I'm trying to think. We usually don't need much. There's still a bunch of money on there. Yes. It says nothing's on it. What? Did mom order, or is my client of it just breaking again? Oh, there he goes.
Guess we can rest a bit.
It's like nothing on here, anyways. Oh, they do have some. I put the 12 on there. Everything that's on there is mom's anyway, so like that. And the batteries, but like, those are batteries. We're not even out of milk yet, so like, I would just put Imperial, and then like that's about it.
I still have a lot to do at the guild. How about you take a rest while I go back?
I don't need them in a while, so I'm good. I'm good. Okay, let's go to Mondstadt. I keep going to Nodcard and Instinct, but like, it doesn't matter where I start, to be honest. So wait, I can just do it from here, right?
Thank you for
I keep forgetting I can do that.
Add Astra.
Oh, I keep forgetting it's only 100,000. But yay! I finally have a Samora, and it's 100K. Like, oh, never mind. 100K is not much at all. It is nothing. It is literally nothing. You can do nothing with 100K. Well, you can do stuff, obviously, but it's not gonna last you more than like a day. Just leveling one artifact is worth more than 100,000 more. And I find that hilarious. That's right, there's nothing else for me to buy, is there? Nope. No, there's not. I could obviously buy more. And this would give me a decent amount. It would get me 1,000,000 to do that. But
If you ever have.
I'm doing that for when I'm like poor. When I have a character that I like really badly want to get built or something like that. Let me check. What am I working on still? Let's get stuff for you, I think. That's already done, so like you're fine. You are next. Wow. VV. Yeah. Probably gonna try. We're trying not to sack any VV stuff. Oh, to be fair, you don't need to sack 5-star artifacts in this game. You don't want to get anything out of it. It's pretty much useless to do that. I keep forgetting about that. I mean, it gives you
Guess we can
some,
rest a bit.
but it's just not worth it when it could be used in the future. That's one thing I realized much later than I should have. Oh, yeah, I forgot these are right next to each other. Everything is dying. God damn it. You on the news every day. Everything is dying. You're dying. I'm dying. The cat down the street. Everything is dying. Actually, what enemies are in here? Is this fine? Yeah. You got one fire resistant enemy in here. Ah, that would do a difference. As long as there's no immunities. Or like weird elemental shit that I have to deal with.
Allow me, Covenant of the Deep, into the fire.
Damn you!
The wrong test subject.
Nope. That's what I love about using him, is that a lot of his all of his stuff is fast. I love it. There's no end lag to deal with. It's awesome. That's something that people never consider about when they're looking at a character. I'm like, I'm not looking for a character that'll hit the highest damage. I am not looking for the character that will like turn me into an incredible tank or has these specific mechanics that work really well against these specific bosses, because that's usually how characters are released. Now, I'm looking for the characters that aren't annoying to play. I love Down. By playing her without her C1 sucks. Because I am always at 0 stamina. I'm looking here for a character based on even something as silly as their frame data. You know, this isn't a fighting game. I am looking for a character that feels nice to play on top of doing damage. I like that this dude's animations are fast and quick. His longest animation, his ult, still isn't that bad compared to other characters. There are characters who have ults, because like, at least during his ult, he's always dealing damage. Every part of his ult deals damage. Unlike someone like Nahida, whose ult is way too fucking long. Like, oh my god. If you've ever seen her without the animation, you realize she's just kind of standing there the whole time, and it's like, can I play the game? It's ridiculous. But then I go and play someone much older, like Diluc, and no. Like, the only time he sucks is when he gets hit. Is that his normals are a little slow, but they're not the slow. They're reasonable for a greatsword character. They're not bad. There are high power. There are, however, characters in this game that really do suck when it comes to the normals. And that is, I cannot stress enough, the character I recently finished building. Razor. His normals are abysmal. Insanely slow. Like, I'm talking 20 frame 2M slow. Like, what the fuck? His last attack takes like a million... I gotta show it. If you look at some of the earlier stuff, you'll see me play him, because I play each character I build. But dude, his attacks are so slow. Look at this. Yeah, that last attack is what sucks. It's 1, 2, 3, 4. That's like 3 times as long. Normally, I like going through the entire thing because, like, the first 3 hits don't really hit that hard. This hit does actually hit decently hard. Like, if I go to the stuff right here, yeah, the first hits are between 110 and 140% at level 6, and then his last attack is 180. Literally, 132, 114, 142, 187. That's stronger than the final hit of his charge attack, which is usually the strongest normal for this type of charge attack. It's usually the strongest of the normals outside of the plunging attack, of course, but plunge attacks doesn't really count. Like, look at that low-high plunge damage. But yeah, it usually doesn't matter because I mean most characters can't really use their plunge attacks in battle. It's like it's a fight starter in the overworld, but like unless you have fucking Shenyan or I guess some one of the characters that creates physically climbable geo constructs. But like otherwise, this dude is really slow. All of these attacks come out really slow, and like I'm sitting there spamming the button. This attack is really slow. Yeah, you can see my problem with him. But Diluc, because his 3 separate elemental skills are meant to be chained with normal attacks, it actually feels nice. It feels really good. He's so comfortable to play. I can really see why a lot of players stayed with him. And it's also why his full attack list is pretty slow. It's not the slowest. It's actually, I think, still in total shorter than Razor's entire attack string. But the point is that you're not using the whole thing. It's really comfortable. I like him a lot. He's super, super comfortable. I could see why Bran stayed on him for a very long time, and I think he still mains him. He's really, really comfortable. Anyways, I got another stuff to look out on here. Oh! I always reminded that of what I named my my wanderer, Ikigai. I don't know if that's you're supposed to pronounce it, but it's what is still red over here? Nope, go back down. Oh, that was it. It means something like found purpose or something like that, or found life. I can't remember. I'm not the Japanese, so I don't actually know. What was it? You were who I was looking. Wow, such a great piece. Go into attack, please. Okay, that means it's at least a little bit better. It's not the greatest, but I mean, he's still got more than enough stats to make it up for it for me. He's still got higher stats than most of my characters do. These don't need work. So now he does next in terms of levels. How many of yours aren't leveled? Actually, none of them. See, you're only in here because of this. But I'm too focused on artifacts. Yours is actually no, I did swap out a piece for you because this one was better no matter what. So let's go ahead and level that actually. Wanted to crit both times? Okay. Go off. What the hell? Get this feather out of here. this useless piece of shit. Still willing to keep many of these, but I'm going to probably... I just don't like that the crit rate's higher than the crit damage. I wish that ER and HP percent went into the crit damage or something, but I mean, like, that's just the thing with artifacts, isn't it? Oh, right, I just realized it's maxing out anyways. Holy fuck. Oh, yeah, sure. That works for me, actually. Everything on here is, well, except for this one, has decent crit. Honestly, I don't think I'm gonna keep it like that. That is better than how she started. So yeah, I think you can go down there somewhere. I'm not gonna build a team with her because she's not a character I'm using that's new. That I haven't used before. Oh, Kai is next. Do I do the cryo attack double, or do I do just the full BS? I think I do full BS, maybe. I don't know if I think. I don't want to farm that set. I really don't. Farming BS sucks. The only reason I have a bunch of pieces is because I was farming so much of it, trying to get literally anything. It's like you can see I have all this, but I still only have the 2 attack percents. I got like feathers and flowers, but no fucking anything else. This is still the only cryo damage piece I've gotten ever of Blizzard's Rare ever. It's ridiculous. This set is cursed. These are still the only 2 crit circlets I've ever gotten that were like actually crit. I've got other stats, but those aren't really helpful. This set is ridiculous. It's cursed. It is. I've gotten like ER and EM, but those are usually not the stats that I need. I have an attack percent piece with or an HP percent piece with attack percent in it, which is like redundant. I don't need that. I'm doing one stat. I don't need the other. And it didn't go into the crit symbol. I think it went into it went once into each, and they were both low rolls on low rolls. So like, yeah, I think I am just gonna do the freaking stuff. I do need something other than EM though. I don't have a gladiator set piece for that. You know what? I'll take the attack percent. A lot of crit damage. I don't own any crit for this though. That I'm not already using. I tend to use my gladiator pieces. They're my go-to attack percents. With one exception. But that was just because it was easier to farm. If I'm going to farm a character that I want 2 attack percent things on, I'm going to farm both at once. Okay, let's go all the way back up. I did get a good flower for you, right? I did never. Yeah, I did. I do remember now. This one was really good. Oh yeah, I had to craft it. I had to craft it because it was so bad. Okay. Right, I forgot to look at that. This isn't the set I'm going to use. I'm just going to sack it. Defense percent. No, thank you. No, thank you. Hello, Code Vein. 2 games downloaded that I actually directly bought. So even when I run out of the PS Plus tomorrow, I'll still have some games to play. Granted, I didn't get to try those out because they weren't on PS Plus to begin with, but like, okay, give me something decent. What the fuck is that? He just gave me 4 flowers. Some freaking good flowers, though. What the hell? Okay, most of these were pretty bad, but this one, oh, what the fuck? Attack percent ER, and then both crits. Those are, hold on, those are really good base crit stats, too. Holy. Oh, okay. Oh, a lot of these are just down here. I don't have to craft. When was the last time I crafted? Who was I getting this stuff for? So I need attack percent. Keep that. It's ER and attack percent, that's HP percent. No. No. Like, if I get a piece of this, I've gotta hope it's got ER as a substat, because like it's gotta have ER as a substat. It's the piece that needs it. Man, I didn't actually look at through any of these. Oh, they were all bad. Doesn't matter. Any of these crit? Fuck. Hold on, let me check some more quick. What were the pieces in? Oh no, I could only have one piece. I needed the one piece. I didn't get any of those, right? So yeah, they can all be sacked. Anything's really good either. Healing bonus is nice, but not what I need on a set like this. Actually, no. Never mind. My brain was. I had Gene on the brain. Can I sack these? I can? That's funny. I'm not doing that though. That sounds really stupid. Okay. That looks decent, to be honest. Hold on, was that one of the pieces I could use? Actually, it should have been, right? Okay, good. We have a tie percent. Okay, and this last piece can be an off piece. It's always these. Yes, let's get some use out of this piece that I have. Just lying around. Okay. Hi, ping. Okay. What the fuck was that? Look over. 999 ping. What? What? Why? Stop doing that. Oh, that's it. Oh, that's all I could get. So, I mean, it wasn't not all I could get. I did actually do some good. You are now fully leveled. You apparently didn't need anything, and I just can keep forgetting. You weren't next. And now I'm down through, like, these characters. I'm down to Gene. I just haven't gotten anything yet. And it kind of sucks. Like, I have attack percent pieces, but, like what is this? The crit damage, the 22% crit damage is nice. I always like having, like, a roughly that amount. Even if it's the only substat. But, like, what is this piece? Oh yeah, I was gonna say, where did I get this one? And then I realized, oh, I know that is a fully leveled piece. Look at those stats. That is a fully leveled piece. This is why people hate the artifact system. That is a fully leveled piece. It added EM, went into it 3 times, only came out with a 75, which means those were probably all pretty low rolls, and then it went into flat defense. Like, what the fuck is that piece? Well, you can keep that as a piece. Like, what the hell? What the hell was that? Anyway.
Allow me.
Well, that's all I can do right now. Hopefully, I don't have to. I hope I get some other good stuff for. Actually, did I get all the stuff I needed for it? Is Kaya done now too? Or does Kaya have his pieces now? He does. Yeah. So far throughout this entire journey, I have done Diluc, Farina, I believe. No, this isn't level. I'll level this at some point. It's not big. It's not a super big deal. But like I've gotten Diluc, Farina, Kanich, pretty much. Actually, yeah, he is done, so I can actually take him out of here now. Hold on, let me look at all the characters up here. Diluc, Farina. These are the characters that I've actually gotten sets for. Varessa, Nahida, Kaya, Shinobu, Fischl, well, fish already have a set, but you know. Kirara, Chi-Chi, not actually, don't count her. Her, I, she's cursed. Diona, Candace, Xinyan, and now we're working on Jean. And the characters down here that are like done enough to where I have them unstarred is, since I've begun working on these characters, is Kanich, Tainari, Kachina, Hutao I did fix at some point, Noel, Xiao, Raiden, Ayaka, Aloy, which is a character people forget exists, and you won't have if you started playing after a certain point. I think I'd fix Xingqiu. Actually, he was mostly already done anyways. But like Farazan definitely, Arlecchino for sure. I completely forgot about Clorend. I also did Alhaitham and Razor. Like I've got some like actual good characters down here now. I could start doing Imaginarium Theater again, but I just hate that entire thing. It's a pain to do. It takes like an hour to finish. It's ridiculous. I hate Imaginarium Theater. It takes an hour to finish and is just not worth it. It is not worth the mental effort to rely on luck to getting the characters I want in the right order. It's stupid. I hate it. And then there's also because I compare. I have to go on this tangent. Imaginarium Theater is the antithesis. Is an antithesis compared to all of the other like end game things that we have. Because like Star Abyss, which has been in the game since the very beginning, I'm pretty sure. You literally go in. You for each level can choose just 2 teams that you have, and then you just fight enemies, and then that's it. You have a timer, and it does suck to do the last ones, but you don't really need to do the last ones to get all the stuff, or to get a bunch of stuff from it. It's still good to do it. I don't do it every time, because I just forget. I'm pretty sure I missed one already. But like again, it doesn't really matter. It's not too bad if you miss for a while, because like it only resets once every like month. It's like every 40 days. It's ridiculous. So like everything resets like once every 40 days. It takes forever. Not to mention this thing freaking restricts your elements. It's stupid. But yeah, this thing, you're probably for each round you're in for like 8 minutes, including loading times. In, out you go. That's it. We got Stygian Onslaught recently, and at first I thought this was really bad, and then I realized the stuff that is like actually hard is completely optional. And by optional, for endgame content, optional is the stuff you're getting isn't the like pull currency. You're just getting like 2 Dust of Enlightenment, and then like you can like choose a weapon skin, and the weapon skins don't even look that good. I'm sorry, they just don't. They look awful. Most of the weapons in the game just look better. I would rather just make a weapon look like a different weapon, rather than make it look like that, just so I can like have a character have a weapon that makes sense. Like I love the sword on him, but he doesn't look great with it. Like if I could make this a freaking, where is mine? Oh, I forgot. I don't have a level anymore. If I could like change it to be a Favonius Greatsword, I would, while keeping the effect of it. I would do that. I would 100% do that. I would see that as worth it. If I could do that on every character, like I could. Oh yeah, she can keep wolfing actually. Probably, what would I even change it to? Maybe Finale the Deep. But like that's the only thing I would do. I would make it look like other weapons, because there are other weapons that characters have. You're not finished. I just realized that. I would have them have things that look different. But that's the only thing it is. But the main thing about Stygian Onslaught is that the things you actually get primos from, in and out in 5 minutes. Literally. It is that easy. When I first ever did it, I beat it with a level 17, I think. A level 17 in FI, I think, if I go look. I can go look at it right now. Like, I beat it in a very short amount of time with a character that was not actually built for what she was supposed to be doing. Second time, actually. There it is. Level 16 and F at the bottom. Literally. You are in and out. Look at this. Each like 37 seconds, 41 seconds, 95 seconds, because none of those characters were built yet. And also I think that was, oh yeah, that was Tenebra's puppy. Yeah, that makes sense. I hate this freaking thing. This thing is a piece of shit. But like, look at these times. First time ever doing it, and it took me that long. And then like, times just got shorter. Oh, I haven't any records from these. That's interesting. I thought I did these. Apparently, I haven't done it since September. That doesn't sound right. Oh, whatever. But like, it's literally that quick. Like, if you look at the top, this wasn't even 3 minutes. This was just over 2.5 minutes total for the entire thing. That is how quick Stygian Onslaught is. You don't need to do, what is it, Dire and Menacing? Or is it the other way around? I have no idea. You don't have to do Menacing and Fearless. Dire. Where am I getting Dire from? I have no idea. You don't have to do Menacing and Fearless. Neither of those are necessary. They don't give you any of the stuff you actually need. Like if I open the rewards menu, it is just... That's the wrong button. Where's challenge? There it is. You get... yeah, that's what you get. You get Dusts of Enlightenment. Yes, it's nice because that's like the only way you can get them, but they aren't necessary. Not really. Dust of Enlightenment are just things you use to... They're just the artifact reroll thing, which is not usually that big of a deal. Plus, it can just reroll into another bad set. Granted, you can set things for it to go into. But, like, it's not that big a deal. Not to mention that you only need, like, I think it's 18 in your entire lifetime to be able to just choose what everything goes into. With the Holodex Genesis, or exegesis? I have no idea what that word is. I've never seen that word before, I'm just realizing. But you can do that. And you'll be able to choose things for it to go into. And you can choose 4 enhancements to go into 2 things. But the thing is, this is permanent. When I first saw this, I thought it was insane that you had to do it that many times, because at some point you're going to hit what you want anyways, right? And then I realized, no, this is permanent. The progress for this is permanent. I got to this far without ever, like, trying to get any of this stuff. It is literally that easy. So, like, you don't even need to do that. Yes, you could, but, like, at some point, the game's, like, incessant need for power creep will slow down. The power creep in the high-level content will slow down eventually. That is just the truth. But nothing of that will compare to the insanity that is Imaginarium Theater. I fucking despise Imaginarium Theater. It is the biggest piece of dog shit. It takes like an hour to do a single run in hard mode. Don't even get me started on Visionary. And don't even get me started on... I think they put another freaking difficulty in, didn't they? Didn't they put another one? Yeah, shut up. I don't like you. Go away. Okay, no, they didn't. I thought they did. I heard something about it, but like... The hard mode alone takes like an hour to do carefully. Visionary mode, I have never once beaten. I have beaten hard mode a few times in the past. Can't do it anymore. The enemies are just... The enemies, plus the amount of them you have to kill, it's just too much. This one actually looks like a fairly reasonable one. There's no stupid enemies in here. That's fine. Actually, hold on. What do they put? What is Envision? What do they add? Yeah, that's why. There's always one boss in there that's just awful. Yeah, I've beaten hard mode a couple times, especially in the past. But starting like here, they started adding me like this one. I just sucked because I had to end with Electro and Dendro characters, which really was just a big pain in the ass. Can I scroll down? Oh, what? Oh, it's using this one right now. That's weird. But, like, I didn't have any of that. Not at the time. None of that worked. Yeah, then I beat this time, and then this time they added the same enemy again. Actually, I think this was the time they didn't have Dendro at all. Oh, let me look at this. Yeah, no, they didn't. It was Animo, Electro, and Pyro, but they gave us the enemy that you need Dendro for. It was stupid. Having to, and by Dendro, I mean you had to use Catalyze, and using Catalyze with just an Electro enemy sucks, or just an Electro character sucks. It's super slow normally, especially if your characters just aren't strong enough to do that. So my strategy with this enemy, with the Overseer, has always been hit it with a Dendro attack that is omnidirectional, so I don't have to aim, because you can't aim at it when it's invisible with auto aim, even though you can technically still see it, and then hit it with an Electro attack, and then just immediately immobilize it. But you can't do that. So I got stuck here again. Don't even get me started on the last enemy, considering they didn't. Considering it's the thing where you have to be able to freeze it, which is not based on damage, but based on the amount of hits you deal, which is a little annoying. I do own. I believe I could have done it because I have characters that I've beaten it with over and over again in the overworld, but I couldn't even get to it because, again, the stupid. I could not get there with enough Electro and Dendro characters. And then these two took the life out of me. I've tried Visionary. I really have. I can't do it. It takes too long for any run, and it's too painful. And in the end, doing it only gives you realistically a small amount of stuff. And don't even get me started on starring them, which is how you get the extra rewards. And then you can sometimes get, like, poses that you can use in the photo menu. You can't do anything like that. This is the only thing I really cared about doing it for, was just kind of the envisage echoes. But they don't usually add characters that I actually care about in here. Yeah, I have every character I actually care about doing. I at least unlock those, haven't done them because I can't do them yet. Actually, I could do you now. The problem with these, though, is that they tend to make you use a character in a way you don't usually use them. At least I don't like doing the Shenhe one, it's a little annoying, but at least the Shenhe one actually makes sense, because they decided to make it in a way to where people actually realize that her skill, her tap and hold skills do different effects. For so many people I've seen, ever since she came out, people have been, have been confused on the fact that her hold skill and her tap skill buff different types of damage more. They always buff cryo damage, but the hold skill is for normal attacks, which is why it gives you more stacks, and the tap skill buffs ults and skills, which is why it gives you less. Because it's the tap skill is for big single hits, and the hold skill is for multiple smaller hits. That's what she's been for. But, like, there was which character was it? I think it was Kirara, where I was just sitting there like, what the fuck am I supposed to do? I could not beat the second one because I couldn't figure out what I was supposed to do. Then I realized, oh, right, they expect you to build the character differently than I do. For this, they expect you to use him solo. Wasn't that bad, though. Kuching's was fine. Kuching's was easy for me. But Kirara's kind of sucked. Again, everything about this room fucking stupid. I hate it. They also give you, like, supposed little breaks in between, and I'm just like, are people ever actually using the time where you can, like, get out and talk to the characters? They say the same things every single time, so once you've seen a character, it doesn't really matter. But yeah, it's the one endgame content mode I just can't stomach. But just like Spiral Abyss, to get all of the primos, you do have to finish the entire thing. You have to get to max level Visionary mode, which for the longest time I couldn't even do. I can do it now because I've been building characters. But I'm still probably not going to do it. It's too frustrating to get through the entire thing. Not to mention that if you want the other Dusts of Enlightenment, because that's the other way you can farm those, and the Ink Vials, I think you get Dust of Enlightenment, is to not only do them, but star them. See, you get the primos for completing the round, but if you do it in like half the time, or in the case of things where you just have to kill as many enemies in a certain amount of time, you kill like double the enemies, then you get a star. And that star used to do nothing. Like, I'm not even kidding. I have the one time I did an 8-star round, which was with Cleve, funnily enough, before she got her buffs, and she started being decent. I think she's better now. I never understood how that one change was supposed to make her better, but like, you go, I guess. She still has the main issue of having the highest pyro application in the game, but only on field. I guess if you want to use her as your pyro application for an off-field Farina DPS, I guess. Go off, I guess. Let me know. She just has that one issue. If you could use her ult off-field, that's the one thing we want. I don't know. But yeah. The one time they did it, and then like a month later they revealed, hey, we're making it to where if you get stars, you get new stuff. And I'm like, you've got to be kidding me. I don't even get rewards for the previous stars? Like, nope. No, you don't. Bruh. Either way, it's just, I had to go on the tangent. I despise this thing so much. People talked about Stitchy and Onslaught, but like, at least you only have to do the first 3 levels, which are literally easy peasy. This sucks. This is stupid. This is fine. I don't really have any qualms about Spiral Abyss. Yeah, that's my tangent.